All right, we want to welcome back friend to the room, one of the best welterweights in the world, coming off a big win August 6th, our guy Vergil Ortiz.
What's up, Shannon?
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
Good.
Thanks for joining us. Listen, Vergil, I have to say, and maybe I'm late to the party, but I didn't know you can play the keys like that, the piano, and just doing it randomly like that. How long you been playing the keys?
I think since like 2017 or 2018, I actually started.
Wait, you just started? Barack,
Yeah.
Have you heard this guy play the piano?
No. I'm still mesmerized that he plays the guitar. Like, that's crazy to me.
He plays the piano like he's been playing his whole life. Where do you get this love for music?
Honestly, I don't know. I just, I know one time I took a test in elementary school. They made everyone take a test, and I was one of the few that they said, hey, you have an ear for music. And, you know, I'm like fifth grade at the time. I didn't really care. But as time went on, you know, I started playing Guitar Hero. I get into rock. I start playing the guitar. Then I'm just like, you know what? This is actually something that I can teach myself. You know, like boxing, I have coaches, you know, to take me to the next level. But sometimes music, I just kind of figure it out on my own. It's like second nature.
Do you feel like maybe you can one day produce music, like be a producer and put music together? Because they say the best producers know how to play instruments.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day I'd have to do like 100% focus on that. So they had to be after boxing, but maybe one day.
Listen, congratulations on your last win. You came back, you know, from having a disease that took you out for a little while, and you showed that you're still the same Vergil, but that same Vergil is still in the same place where most people don't want to fight you because you're a big risk, there's not much reward, and there's only like two people in that division that people want to see fight. So where do you go from here?
Well, one thing that we have done is, since I'm the WBA mandatory or whatever, yeah, we actually reached out to the WBA and we pushed the mandatory thing to fight Stanionis, and hopefully we get it by the end of this year.
Nice.
You know, Vergil, your name is synonymous with Jerome Boots Ennis, and this is a fight that honestly I personally don't want to see anytime soon, because I think you guys are the future of the welterweight division, and I see that being a mega fight down the line. But you know, not to say that I wouldn't watch it. Does it bother you a little bit that he's part of this wave that people are already saying that he can beat Crawford, he can beat Spence, even though he hasn't been tested at that level yet? And people are forgetting about this guy named Vergil Ortiz that is just as a killer in there. Does that bother you?
It doesn't bother me at all. You know, the fans, you know, they have their own opinions about everything. You know, that's what they're supposed to do. It doesn't really bother me at all. You know, I'm just focused on myself pretty much. I know I'll get there.
What do you say about him though as a fighter? Jerome?
He's definitely a good fighter. You know, there's really nothing I can take away about him. Going to the top.
If that opportunity presented itself though, would you fight him even before it gets to that level?
Definitely. Yes, sir.
I feel like you're more into music than you're into boxing. And I don't mean as a boxer. I mean as into boxing, like watching boxing and really caring about boxing outside of yourself. Let's just say you were getting jumped one day. Like two guys were trying to jump you and you had your guitar in your hand. Would you hit them with the guitar, or would you say, no, let me put this precious thing down first and then fight you?
I'm swinging that guitar. I don't care. I'm saving these hands for what's important, you know?
No doubt. You know, Barack, it's funny. I thought you were going somewhere else with this, Barack. So I'm actually going to go in that direction because, I mean, I don't know if that's true if you're not into watching boxing today, but if you were in a bar and about to get jumped and you need 3 boxers that are active today to help you out, you can pick any 3 boxers that are fighting today to help you get out of that situation. What 3 fighters would it be?
All right, bro. I'm picking Wilder. You can't go wrong with Wilder, bro. They ain't gonna come near me with Wilder. I got him. If we're talking just straight up pound for pound talent, I'll probably get Canelo and Crawford.
Oh wow, that's a good 3 right there.
Yeah,
nice. What's the most money you ever spent on a guitar?
I think $2,500.
Wow,
That's
an
not so
electric
bad.
guitar?
It's my it's a John Mayer. I don't know if you've heard of John Mayer. He's like one of the
Yes.
guitar greats right now. Yeah, and it's a signature guitar. It's a Silver Sky. It looks like a Strat, you know, your generic guitar, and it sounds really good.
What Barack is talking about, that's not so bad. When's the last time you bought a $2,500 guitar? Like, that's a lot of money.
I just bought a bass. I bought a bass guitar recently. It wasn't that much though, but I seen how much they cost. That's why.
Yeah.
They can get up there. Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I went to the Fender where they make the Fender guitars. There's this one guitar made out of granite. It has the Mexican calendar on it.
Ooh.
It costs us $50,000.
See what I'm saying?
You're
That's
not
crazy.
there yet. I mean,
I'm not there yet. No, not yet. Not yet.
If you
I
got there, would you spend that money on that guitar?
Man, if I'm making Canelo money, I will.
You know what you need to do?
Right now, no.
You know what you need to do? Go to the WBC because they always make like specialty belts and have them make you, once you win a championship, have them make you a guitar shaped belt.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not a bad
that's
idea.
a good
That's
idea,
not a bad
boy.
idea. Hell yeah.
WBC needs to start giving Barack a check because he's been designing a few belts for them.
For real, yeah.
So, hey, listen, let's get back to boxing really quick. We'll talk music some other time, but I want to know about this fight, and maybe you know about these rumors. Maybe you know more than we do. Crawford, Spence, people are saying they're going to be fighting in November. That's the rumor. I know people want to see you against either guy. Mm-hmm. When the smoke settles, who's going to be standing there after those two fighters fight?
Man, if the fight gets done, it's a really close fight. They both can beat each other. Let me just get that out of the way. I believe that they both have what it takes to beat each other. That being said, I give Crawford a slight edge. If I had a bet, I would have to say Crawford. Definitely not counting Spence out. I'm just saying, like, if I had a bet, but who knows, man? It's really a close fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, right now, Crawford and Spence is two of the best fighters in the world. You know, Crawford might be the best fighter right now. But then there's you and there's Jaron Ennis. Do you think that since those guys are not old yet and they're still active and they're still great, that maybe you four can become somebody special fighting each other like Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns?
I think, you know, that's a really good question. It's like a rock, paper, scissors thing with another, you know, another factor on the side. That I never thought about it like that. You know, I think that we could all give each other a really good fight, especially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So whether you win or lose, you're still part of that legacy. I mean, Sugar Ray didn't win every one, but he won some. And
I mean, it's like the Thurman, Garcia, and Porter. You know, they all fight each other. I mean, you got the Spence. You know, they all fought through them. You know, so who knows?
Vergil, you're not a small welterweight. You're a decent sized welterweight. Has it ever crossed your mind, because of the difficulty in getting the big fights that you want, to say, you know what, let me jump up to 154 and maybe I can fight Jamel Charlo and get all the belts in one shot?
I mean, it's definitely crossed my mind, but we want to stay at 147 and get a belt here. You know, we missed the opportunity at 140. We don't want to have the same thing happen at 147.
That's crazy. I mean, you might go up to 154. Do you think you will be avoided like that, or do you think that somebody like Jamel Charlo should bring it on?
I don't necessarily think I'm avoided. You know, it's just, there's a lot of big fights that they're trying to make happen that I'm not getting just because of that. I never like to say I'm avoided. As far as 154, I really don't know. I don't know.
Okay, Vergil, you're obviously very familiar with Robert Garcia's style of training. Going into the Anthony Joshua Usyk rematch, what were your thoughts about how AJ was going to approach that fight?
Having Robert in his corner, what I thought was going to happen, I didn't see the fight. So I really don't know why.
Watch it?
I didn't watch the fight.
Well, why not? If you don't mind me asking.
I wasn't home. I wasn't home.
See, you're right, but Rocky's not a real fight fan.
I told you. You know where he was at? He was at some freaking Metallica concert. That's where he was at.
Nah. Hey, I love boxing. It's the thing is, I'm around this so much. If you get my boxing hours and my guitar hours and my musician hours, the boxing beats it by easy, like 100 times. Right. It's just that I'm around it so much. If I get a chance to answer guitar questions, like, oh, okay, something that's not boxing, I'm on it. My energy changes just a little bit, you know, but I'm 100% boxing. All right, 99% boxing.
All right, so no, but well, you were about to answer the question though. How do you think, in your mind, how you envision him approaching the fight, AJ?
So I thought that he was going to go forward and attack the body, try to wear him down, because Usyk, I mean, that's kind of what he is. You know, he's basically a heavyweight Lomachenko. You know, he likes to do angles and stuff. So I think he wanted to try to break him down and slow him down to get him to sit there and maybe trade, because he's not stronger than Joshua.
Right.
Yeah, we were definitely all thinking that. So here we are. You just got a good win. You saying and you might get a title shot. What is that? Do they still have the WBA regular belt?
I think so.
Because they got rid of the interim, so this is the WBA regular belt. Do you think that's enough to force the hand of fighting one of the top guys, or would you even be interested in fighting the Ennis?
Yeah, you know what? Whatever opportunity comes my way at this point, you know, I'm kind of running out of names to fight. There's really only the top guys and the top 5, top 6 left, and if any of them want to fight, I'm more than willing to fight anybody. I don't care.
Have you ever said to yourself, you know what, why don't I just call Ennis out and say that's it? Because if I was able to beat him, then that's it. The whole boxing world will say everybody with a belt has to fight Ortiz.
I don't make an exception for anybody. I don't call anybody out. I don't feel the need to, you know. Mm-hmm. So I know the fight will happen when it's gonna happen. Like, right. They're, you know.
You just answered the question. People say, would you fight this guy? You're like, yep. You're willing to fight the top level guys. So, yeah. Vergil, if you can lay out the next 3 fights, next 3 opponents, who would they be? I'm talking about name guys in the order that you want to fight.
I mean, it kind of contradicts the whole calling people out thing, you know?
No, I know, but it's not the same. It's not like, yo, I want Ennis. I'm just saying, if you were a matchmaker, if you were your promoter.
So the whole standing on this thing, obviously, it had to be him next. If the fight, hopefully they take the fight. Right. It'd be Stanionis. I would love to get a crack at Thurman. I would love to.
Oh,
I've been wanting that fight since I had just turned 147.
Right.
And the winner out of Crawford and Spence.
Nice. That's a nice 3.
I know you said once that you believe that Canelo's gonna beat Triple G in this trilogy, but after he beats Triple G, do you think he, in the rematch of Bivol, if he fights Bivol gets past Ramirez, do you think that he can beat Bivol?
You know what? I think so. I think Canelo's gonna come back. I think he's angry, dude. First of all, I think poor Triple G. He's getting an angry Canelo. Canelo already doesn't like him.
He said poor Triple G. Damn.
Canelo is coming off of a loss. He's pissed off at everybody. You know, people have already stopped believing in him, and he's gonna want to give people a reason to remind them of who he is. You know, as far as the Bivol fight, I think he can do it.
Okay, cool.
Well, listen, I can't wait to see you in the ring again, Chairman. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.